Hello, welcome to this video. In this video we will see how to install the PLM application for FreeCAD under Wayland. The first step of the video is to set the environment. So first let's create a user called Tuto. Let's log into this user. So once the user is created, it's empty. We can start to install dependencies needed for this user. The first step will be to check the Java version installed in the system with Java full version. We see we have Java 24, which is okay. If you have Java 25, you will have to use an older version of Java, but this one is okay. The other task is to check the FreeCAD version if the local installation is compiled against Qt 6. So you use LDD command for this purpose. And here, if you look at Qt, we see that Qt is at that FreeCAD is linked against Qt 6 version. This is mandatory because this way we can use the Wayland backend more easily. Now, in this environment, in order for the PLM to work, we need Weston also to be able to start. So Weston is a desktop environment, a very lightweight, and it allows to run FreeCAD in memory without a graphical interface. So when we execute Weston, we see that the environment is not set properly. We will do this now. Export this variable. We can create an XDG folder, a random whatever you want, but you need this variable to point to the folder you create. In my case, I create a XDG folder. Now, if I start Weston, with the headless backend, it crashes because okay. Sorry, I made a mistake. Okay, now we see that it doesn't return just after started, so it's working okay. Here it is for our environment. Now we can clone the repositories. So first we go into the intranet repository. We copy the HTTPS path and we clone the repository. We also clone the PLM application. And now we go into the intranet. The intranet we just clone into the app folder, and we create a symlink, a symbolic link to the PLM application. So now we have two folders into this app folder. We have the crew application and the PLM application. We can launch now the intranet with the Gradle wrapper task. So Gradle is a tool to build Java applications, and the task we will launch is boot run. It is located into the server repository, the server folder. So first, it will download dependencies. There are a lot of dependencies because it's a new user without any data inside. So everything is being fulfilled now. In the meantime, I will try to find parts to study with the PLM. So for this, I have another repository which is nice. It's Le Caribou, I think. Inside the repository Le Caribou, you have many files with interesting parts, FreeCAD files. We will test into our PLM. So I already downloaded the parts. For the purpose of this video, I will use FreeCAD development version, FreeCAD weekly build. You can find this weekly build under FreeCAD website, on the FreeCAD website. In download page into this here. I prefer to use the weekly build because it's faster than the regular build. Once you have installed the weekly build, you have to install also the add-on, the Tag UI add-on. So you type either PLM to find the Tag PLM workbench, and you will have, once you do this, the Tag PLM icon here. So now the server is started. I can check the link. The password is change it. The user is admin. And password, change it. The first log is after you clone the repository, is change it. If you want to change the default password, you will have to edit the intranet file, the server file into the intranet. Sorry, the application.yaml into the intranet. And here you have change it, which is the tag admin password, default password. So here I go back to the server. Okay, it looks correct. It is not configured yet because we need a FreeCAD path. In fact, when you look at the YAML file we just opened, sorry, there is a variable called FreeCAD path, which must be named, which must be in your home directory and be called FreeCAD AppLink. So we will create a FreeCAD AppLink. You can change those variables into the configuration file if you want. So I stop the server in order to, and I create the symbolic link called FreeCAD AppLink that points to FreeCAD app. Okay. Looks correct. It doesn't work because it's not launched with the right plugin. Now we can go back to the intranet and launch again the server. It will be faster because everything has been compiled and dependencies have been downloaded. So it's already launched. And now if I refresh the page, the PLM is working. So here it is the PLM. You can click here to see the different status parts can be entered in. And we will add parts from the Caribou file here. Whatever, so I open this file. So this is in fact a model, a pretty big model. It's composed of two files. This file, which is the main file, and this one, which contains some link. This file link to features from this file. So I launch the PLM. I type my credentials. User is admin and password is, as we saw it, is change it. If now the PLM is connected and we check the main file is selected, and then we can click on OK to upload the file to the intranet, the PLM into the intranet. So here, just one word, we see the crew application and attachment application. Those two applications are located into the crew folder, and the PLM application is located into the PLM folder, into the app folder of the intranet. So here we see that we have two files. We have our robot and the link to the other file, to the features into this file, and the version also of these features. And we can change our robot to see what happened. So now, for example, if I change this part of the robot, I will edit the color. Okay, I change the color. Now it's red. I can launch again the PLM and update the model. So this is the previous version. If I refresh the page, wait. I first have to save the file. And then I can upload the model. And now if I refresh the page, the model is being recomputed by FreeCAD. And now we have the robot with the red arm. Knowing the previous one has a golden arm and the next one has a red arm. So we saw that we can update the model, upload the model. We can also preview the model in a 3D viewer. The same process. The first time you access to this viewer, FreeCAD has to create a file. There are some mistakes in this viewer, but because this model is complex and it's maybe built with an old version of FreeCAD, so we can, for simpler models, the preview looks better. For example, if I go back to the first page and I load this assembly, I can now do the same. Go to the PLM application, select the main assembly, and upload it. That's as simple as that. And now when you go to parts, you saw the new model. And if you look at the preview, the model is much simpler than the previous one, so the preview should be correct. In fact, it's just, I don't know how to improve those previews, but it's a new feature of this version we have added lately. One thing we can add is also we can add comment in ASCII doctor format. And we have a small editor which will improve because it's a custom editor. We can preview files. The preview takes a while. And we can save it. So now the problem is that the comment comes just after the preview, so it push the history below. And the comment is part of the history. So if you change the comment, you will have the history of the comment also into the history of the part. So for example, if I edit again and I add a bullet, I have two versions, the one with 3 bullets and the one with 2 bullets. The same here, we have the red arm, just to show you, and the golden arm. When we look at the golden arm, we see that this version is not active. And with the red arm, it is created. One last word about this new version is now you can edit credential. Who is able to edit the file or to see the file. Here you have the read access, in fact, the access right, the base access right. So it's depend on your company. You can restrict to your business unit, to your managers, or to only to your subsidiary, as you wish. You have to configure the intranet according to your company. And another important field is this one. It tells you who is able to change the file. And here it's the owner of the file, but it can be also read-only to only nobody will be able to update the file, or readers. Readers mean everybody that has access to the file. So that's it for this version. I hope you will test it and you will make it run successfully. If you have any issue, you can go to the GitHub webpage, GitHub repository, and create issues, and we will try to fix them as soon as they appear. Thanks for following.